while Chris has definitely put in efforts to make this work, I mean, there's definitely no undermining what the efforts he's put in, the choices he's made, and the tenacity of his to be able to, go all the distance. What he's shown us is it's possible. It's possible from a space of, conviction. It's possible from a space of commitment, and it's also possible from normalizing certain things. That so we do things differently. Instead of having a wife who will come and do things for me, I just do the reverse. I mean, in our country, we know that it's the other way around. The wife dotes on the husband, by and large.
In Australia too. It's a bit unusual.
Yeah. So, given this scenario, here the roles are reversed to a very large extent, and the way in which the roles are reversed is not by force. It is a choice he makes to do what he wants to do, and in making this choice, he's challenged everybody else's perceptions. He has challenged everybody else's misconceptions, and therefore, and even us as viewers. I mean, despite me being in the Center for Disability Studies and Action, I have my own misconceptions and I have my own hang-ups too. It helped me, actually helped me examine, will I do this? I'm not so sure. To give you a very honest answer, I'm not so sure. I would do this for someone who's taken care of me. I do this for someone who's taken care of me because I think it's my way of showing them my love and respect. But for someone who I'll be married to this way, I'm not so sure.
Did you all feel that? That was something we always asked ourselves while making the film. What would I do? Did you?
Were there those kind of responses? Like you said, there is a great. It's very hard. You can see that. What did you feel? I want to ask you. What did you think of this man? What did you think?
Actually, what amazed me the most about him is that he's just an ordinary guy. Actually, he's when you describe behavior of this kind to a third person, not seeing the film or whatever, but you just upon describing it, you think, my God, what an amazing guy he must be. He's almost like sacrificing, eulogizing, and all that. Or that there must be something very special about him as a but he's actually just an ordinary guy, and that what really blew my mind. Actually, that there's nothing extra special about him. He's just an ordinary guy, and he's obviously incredibly positive. I mean, he's found a way to be positive, or maybe he just was. I don't know. But that was for me really amazing.
He's an ordinary guy who made extraordinary choices.
Yeah.
And therefore that makes extraordinary choices and being remarkable kind of possible.
Yeah. That's like, what you really felt, that it's not something. I think no. Forget it. Go without the mic. Yeah.
Actually, it's very good audio. It's excellent audio. I was so pleased because actually we have subtitled versions and we have also audio described versions for the visually impaired, but our hearing impaired one did not work. The subtitles, I'm very glad. Everyone followed the Australian English. Was there anybody?
I just want to add to that before. The other thing is, at some point he actually says, that I don't think I'm such a good guy actually.
Yeah.
All of us somewhere we carry this thing inside us, that we are not good enough somewhere. We're not good enough here, we're not good enough for that, we're not, and he's exactly like that, and no matter what he does, somewhere he still carries, he will not be good enough. But he's still doing what he's doing.
That doubt is there in him. That doubt is also there in the film. Like you said, there is a mystery. What do you think? Is there a mystery? Do you know who he is? Yes.
Especially the last bit where you kept cutting back to him, having a good time in the bar when others were speaking about him. So,
what did that do for you?
Well, I didn't know whether he's a good man anymore and what you were hinting at. And at the same time, but I think what you had done by then, that you had, he had, and all the characters, they had brought us over so much. And it's not just Chris, even the sex worker and the kind of bond that she's able to, in some ways she filled in when he was actually not around. So I think that way you very subtly, I know he's the object film, sort of subject of the film, so to say, perhaps. But I think there was so much room for all the other sort of sensitivities to come in, and that's very tough in this sort of a span, I would think, and so definitely this is the vortex, so to say, but there were times when he was human, and not godlike, that he almost appears at times, and others fill in completely unexpected strangers. I mean, for a while it felt like, oh, it's just a family around and all that, and it's really beautiful when, that happens, when random strangers just, completely link up and show up and have a connect, out of the blue. That was the part of the film that really grabbed me.
And that was part of the process for us as well. Apart from redefining really ideas of what we might have thought is ability or disability, it redefined family for us. And I thought, maybe it's because I'm a filmmaker with an Indian background, but for me it was like a joint family, right? With all its stresses and strains and sacrifices and commitments, and that it was necessary, and you couldn't break that structure in a sense without the whole thing falling apart. So it had all its, or maybe it's because I'm that kind of, that's my background. So what I saw was a family.